They kidnapped the wrong girl. To the world, Tae-seok Cha is just a quiet pawnshop owner living in the shadows. But in reality, he is a lethal ex-special agent with a classified past. When the only friend he has, a little girl named Somi, is taken by a ruthless drug cartel, Tae snaps. He comes out of retirement with one deadly goal: burn the city down to find her. Tae runs a small pawn shop, isolating himself from everyone except Somi, the little girl next door. She's neglected by her mother, a dancer and drug addict, and finds comfort hanging out at Tae's shop. They share a quiet bond, two lonely souls in a harsh city. Trouble starts when Somi's mother steals a packet of high-value heroin from a powerful gang. To hide the evidence, she stashes the drugs in a camera bag and pawns it off to Tae without him knowing. But the gang finds out fast. They send ruthless enforcers to recover their property, and they don't care who gets hurt in the process. I watch these movies so you don't have to and can get the good stuff. Escape and Betrayal police spot Tae near the scene of a disturbance, but he slips into an alleyway, vanishing like a ghost. He returns to the shop to find Somi waiting, trembling with fear. She confesses that Tae is the only one who doesn't hate her. Just as Tae begins to open up, she returns home, walking straight into a trap. Men are already there, torturing her mother for the location of the drugs. They realize the heroin is in the camera bag at Tae's shop. The target has now shifted. The gang is coming for the pawn shop, and they have no idea who they are about to mess with. The pawn shop fight. The thugs break into the shop, demanding the bag. Tae doesn't panic. He moves. In a blur of motion, he disarms the first attacker and uses him as a shield. The second thug lunges, but Tae incapacitates him instantly with military-grade efficiency. Suddenly, a new figure enters and hands Tae a phone. It's the gang leader. They have Somi and her mother. Tae surrenders the camera bag to save them, but it's a setup. The messenger executes his own partner to tie up loose ends and vanishes, and the kidnappers are gone. Kidnapping and pursuit Tae rushes outside just in time to see Somi dragged into a getaway van. He chases the vehicle on foot, adrenaline spiking, but they escape into the night. Desperate, he calls the police to report the license plate, but refuses to give his own details. He knows he's now a suspect. The gang contacts him again with a twisted demand. If he wants Somi alive, he must endure a suicide mission. He has to retrieve a drug shipment from a public locker and deliver it to their boss. Tae accepts. He walks into the lion's den, armed only with his skills and a promise to bring Somi home. Captured and framed, Tae delivers the package to the gang boss, expecting an exchange. But the boss is confused. He didn't order this delivery. It's a coup. The boss's own subordinates have betrayed him. In the chaos, Tae is ambushed, beaten, and thrown into the trunk of a car. Police swarm the building, arresting the gang members. When they pop the trunk of Tae's car, they find two things: Tae and the body of Somi's mother. It's a perfect frame-up. Tae is arrested for murder. At the station, the detectives try to run his fingerprints, but his file is blocked. Top secret. That night, Tae doesn't wait for a lawyer. He breaks out of custody, escaping the station to hunt down the real killers. Tracing the truth, now a fugitive, Tae tracks the burner phone used by the kidnappers. He finds the dealer who sold it and beats the information out of him. Every clue pulls him closer to a massive organ trafficking ring run by the brothers who took Somi. Meanwhile, the police finally unlock Tae's classified file. He wasn't just a soldier, he was an elite Black Ops instructor. After his pregnant wife was murdered by enemies from his past, he retired into solitude. Somi was the first person to bring him back to life. Now the police realize they aren't chasing a criminal, they're chasing a war machine. Confronting the mafia, Tae tracks the brothers to their headquarters. He finds one brother in the washroom and takes him out with a single, brutal strike. He intercepts the messenger from the pawn shop and crushes him, extracting the location of the organ harvesting facility before fleeing from the arriving police. The situation is critical. The surviving brother has ordered Somi's eyes to be harvested. Tae, bleeding from a gunshot wound, patches himself up in a veterinarian's clinic. He loads a new clip. There is no more hiding. It's time for war. Rescue and revenge Tae infiltrates the drug factory. He moves through the shadows, taking out guards silently before finding the room where they keep the children used for drug production. He frees them, but Somi isn't there. He corners the main brother in the parking garage. The gangster laughs, throwing a container at Tae, containing what he claims are Somi's eyes. Tae's world shatters. Grief turns into pure, cold rage. He shoots the gas tank and systematically eliminates every single gangster in the room. In a final bloody duel, he kills the brother. As the smoke clears, a small voice calls out, "It's Somi. She was unharmed." Tae, covered in blood, finally drops his gun. He saved her.